We're talking down the highway, a Beach Boys podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Glenn.
I'm Tim. I just hit a home run. That's what that reaction was, because we're talking baseball. Wait,
No,
not baseball.
Not a home run, but a double that knocked in a run. Nope, I stayed on third.
I hit a shortstop.
Yeah.
I caught a glove.
That game that I was talking about in the last episode is still going on.
Wow.
It's like a cricket game.
How many innings is
Wow.
It is in the 414th inning right now. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
These guys must be starving.
Yeah. They are.
They're not allowed to eat hot dogs.
They're all
on the field.
emaciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they can't score any runs now. 'Cause they're all like dead.
They're just going to die out there. Okay,
Someday somebody's going to be like listening to these, analyzing these episodes, podcast
that's never gonna
episodes with a fine-tooth comb.
No.
And they're going to be trying to pinpoint like which game this was, for the archives. And
That's never going to happen.
yeah, because by now we have
Infield single.
billions of listeners by now.
Is that a touchdown?
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, so anyway, we're here to talk about Surfer Girl.
Yeah.
How have you guys been doing?
Good.
It's been a long time since we've been in this room.
Hey, I am excited because I have been adding songs to my Beach Girls playlist. So I got
Since
another.
last time?
Well, yeah, I've been building it, and this is my problem though. Can I add Surfer Girl to the Beach Girls?
Yeah. She's just not named, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's almost like an honorable mention inclusion, like an asterisk.
Maybe it's the theme song and then all of the songs afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be a Surfer Girl playlist instead of a Beach Girl playlist.
Ooh, I could call it Surfer Girls. Okay, we're getting there.
Yeah. So this is album number 3,
It is.
and the return of Al.
Al does show up, yeah. Now,
but-
David is still on the cover. David still is involved, but Al is back. Hold on. This is our intro. We take a break before we start talking about the albums.
We got to pay those bills.
Yeah.
We got to pay those bills. Tim.
Yeah, what are y'all drinking? Oh, wait, it's the same podcast, and you're still both being lame. I just have water.
Some cane sugar.
Brought to you by water. Yeah.
Just like the stuff in the ocean.
Hey, Freem? Mm-hmm. The ball's still in your court.
I think
Send us some t-shirts.
I think my cousin might be listening. We'll see. I don't know. My dad's still not listening. He might buy us a beer. Venmo.
Well, if we don't want to talk about
We're,
the album yet,
we're PayPal at Talkin' Beach Boys. Send us some money.
our home address is not the album, but just another Al Jardine factoid. Aside from the dental school thing, apparently he was a football player in high school. He was a fullback.
No, he was not.
Yeah. And
Brian broke his arm, right?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. But Brian was like a backup quarterback or something like that.
No way.
But Al is so tiny. I don't know enough about football to know if a fullback needs to be a large person, but Al is so fucking tiny.
You talk about Al as if he's like this little elf or something.
He is. He is a little
guy.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
He must have had a custom-made mouthpiece to fit those teeth.
You got to pick him up just to say hello. The Randy Newmans, short people.
Al had to hit a custom-made helmet that's normally for dogs. Anyway, Al's back.
Al's back.
Al's back.
We love Al.
In a bit of a strange capacity too. I don't know. We'll get into the album here in just a minute. Hold on. Let's take a quick break.
Yeah, I need a
Let's
break.
hear some of our royalty-free
We haven't done
to
any work
us
yet.
music, and then we'll
I'm not
talk
tired.
about the album.
I don't need a break.
Shut up, Tim.
Okay.
Pay the bills.
All right, we are back on the Strange Currencies
I feel
podcast.
much better.
Hold on a minute here, Tim. You are doing the thing that Mike Love would not want you to do. You're fucking with the formula.
Oh.
Okay? We have a formula. The first segment is our introduction where we exchange pleasantries and everything.
I don't have anything to say to you
Then
guys.
we introduce some backstory about the album and take another break.
Okay.
Then we talk about A-side.
Ugh.
Then we take a break. Then we talk about B-side, take a break.
We could do 40-minute episodes.
No. No.
Well, okay, you're right. We always do what Mike Love says, so.
No. Well, yeah, I guess. In this case, we're not yet fucking with the formula. We'll stick with the formula, and now it's time to talk a little bit about the backstory of Beach Boys LP3.
Right.
Surfer Girl.
Surfer Girl.
And there's some factoids here.
1963.
Yeah, we got
Still.
We've already jumped the gun. Tim jumped the gun and gave us some Al Jardine factoids.
That was just the one little factoid. He's
Just
back.
little
He's back.
taste. He's back.
He does some singing, does some guitar playing, you know.
Well, actually, he plays bass.
Oh, that's right.
He plays bass on 3 songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what's
He
Brian
doesn't
doing?
play guitar, according to Rate Your Music.
Okay.
He plays bass.
That's right.
Um,
And some vocals, just pure vocal
some
credits,
vocals.
I think, yeah.
He's credited as a songwriter on the South Bay Surfer, which we'll get to talk
Yeah,
about specific songs here soon.
So where has he been? Like, if he didn't actually
well,
enroll in,
I mean, to be
Dental school?
determined if whether or not he was doing the dental school thing, because
Even gone at
we've
all.
read conflicting things.
so Al, let us know.
The ball's in your court, Al Jardine.
Clear this up
You
for
little
us.
elfin boy, you.
Oh yeah, that now he's gonna come for sure.
We love you, Al.
yeah.
Hey, he's high on our scale.
Yeah, I mean, an album that we call Al Jardine is pretty good.
That's a good. That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
album.
really good album.
That's right. All right. Well, so
This is like 3 months later. We've
Yeah,
We've knocked out Surfing Safari now. We've knocked out Surfing USA.
These
as far
boys
as-
are wasting no time.
as far as
And we're not
Brian,
either.
because like Brian would normally play bass when they play live. Maybe Al's doing some bass, maybe Brian does some bass. But this album is truly produced by Brian in the
Yes.
sense that he's credited as producer.
He is
So he's-
credited as producer.
He's doing more composing and producing probably at this point.
Definitely a bit more arrangements that we
Arrangements.
could identify here. Yeah, just looking at the credits on this one, it's way different. It's more complicated because
There's some Wrecking Crew people.
exactly, yeah. Hal Blaine's playing drums, and it doesn't say here what songs. So, I mean, I guess if we really listen closely, we could
Right.
probably tell what Hal Blaine is playing
Well,
and what Dennis is playing.
It's interesting it doesn't say there because on Wikipedia it doesn't have the personnel for every song, but Hal Blaine's name comes up as playing Temple Blocks and Triangle on I forget, but he's like at least on Wiki he's not credited with drums, but there are other songs where I'm sure he's playing drums. They just don't have that information on there.
Yeah.
I see. I get the picture that now Brian's in the captain's chair,
Yeah.
in a more official capacity, whereas in the past he was doing it, but it just wasn't. He's still this kid, and so now they've been like, okay, yeah, he's earned this. He needs to. Capital's like, okay, yeah, he's the talent. Let's put his name on it. Let's make it official. And so he's around the studio now, and so let's give him what he needs. And so here's some Wrecking Crew people. Here's a glockenspiel. Here's here's some
Blocks.
strings,
Yeah, some strings. That's right.
right?
This is his first use of strings too. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's growing right in front of our eyes. That's
right.
It's a beautiful thing.
And once again, a reminder: this is the same. This is 63.
Yeah.
63,
So
yeah.
it's like same year that we were chug-lugging root beer.
That's right.
I mean, this is recorded in like the spring and summer of '63 too.
Yeah.
It doesn't come out till September, and you know what? There's still another 1963 album to
my
come.
gosh.
But yeah, this is only album 2 of 3 for 1963. But again, as we said in our last episode, Brian's not content to just crank out shit, filler. He's like, I want to make these.
Wait,
I want to make these albums count.
Was Surfing Safari 62?
Surfing Safari 62. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking that was also 63.
Yeah, that one's 62.
Okay. So not quite same year's struggle but still.
it feels like it's
Months
all
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are mere months
Right.
within, and so like any normal or what we say normal musical artist could have put one cohesive album together with the 4 albums that Brian put out
in that time.
in that
span.
time
Yeah,
span.
absolutely.
Right. So like imagine, I don't know, there's all these teeny boppers nowadays like eking over Taylor Swift vault tracks, of which there's hundreds.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the kind of thing, right? Brian's got them.
the mindset here isn't to create an album per se. I mean, it's basically like an album is a long single. Like there's a couple of songs that you're going to promote from it, and
Right.
people are going to buy the whole thing. This one just sort of accidentally. Well, I don't want to jump the gun too much, but this one sort of accidentally is just like, oh, this is a pretty good album.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably another 3 or 4 before Brian's really like, I'm making an album.
Right. We're still singles.
This is still, we're going to put a bunch of material together and yeah.
Sell some singles. Right.
Yeah. So, other things in terms of personnel. Yeah. It's really vague, on, you know, the wikis, I'm sure, but also on Rate Your Music. Brian, Carl, and Al are all credited with playing bass at various points on this album. As we said, Dennis and Hal Blaine are both credited with drums at various points. There are, I don't know, a few other ringers that are brought in, including, this is weird, Mike Love's sister.
Oh, that's right. She plays harp.
She plays the harp on 2 songs.
Oh, was she his sister, not his wife? I didn't know.
She is his sister.
Okay.
I clicked on.
I just saw Maureen Love.
Yeah,
yeah.
and, it's his sister, and apparently she like had an album too, like in the '90s or something.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. All right, so she's a
she-
thing.
Again, I start to think we're starting to have this like studio. We're creating this art now. It's not just like these 4 guys in a garage with instruments. They're kind of starting to move around and explore the space, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hey, let's take a quick break
thank
because
you.
we got a lot to talk about with
so
with the
tired.
specific songs here. Tim, don't mock,
Seriously.
don't mock our formula. Okay, this is a chance for us to put some nice
It's
little
the
breaks in
formula.
here
It's what pays the bills.
to share some of our hard-earned, royalty-free to us music.
I'm already asleep. I'm taking a little nap. It's fine.
We'll be back to talk about side A.
What was it? Huh? Ooh. Oh, we're back. Oh, I feel so well rested. All right, this is talking.
Quit mocking our breaks.
This is talking down
Asshole.
the highway. Sponsored by Microsoft. I don't know.
No.
And we're talking Surfer Girl.
Pillow guy.
Oh God.
Fuck that. You're both fired.
All right, we're talking Surfer Girl. We're talking Side 1. And we're talking Beach Boys. And so the title track 1 again, Surfer Girl, written by Brian Wilson, lead vocal by Brian Wilson. Very good song.
It's perfect.
Bold move opening an album with a ballad.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's not a bold move if you've got a perfect song.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
You can do whatever you want. Hey, another addition to my Brian Wilson DJ playlist. Dion and the Belmonts, "When You Wish Upon a Star."
That's right.
Is another track here that I envision.
Well, and Brian
DJ
said
Brian playing at his
kind of
somehow.
inspired this one. Like there's kind of
You can hear it.
You can definitely hear it,
It's,
yeah.
it's the time,
But another potential misconception is that in the wiki it says that Brian claims this is the first song he ever wrote, but then like his high school friends are like, no, he wrote plenty of songs before this. Maybe it was the first good one. I don't know.
First good one.
Yeah.
serious.
But
And
and
what a good song.
I was gonna say if you write a great song like that, of course you're gonna be like, yeah, it's the first one I ever
Yeah,
did.
right.
It just came out somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, great song.
It's also the first song I ever wrote.
Yeah.
Not really.
Same.
But I've always liked this one. I mean, even as a cynical teenager, I always had a soft spot for this song. This was kind of one of those ones that really sort of got me into the Beach Boys. It's great. It's great.
So good.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean, do we have anything to say about it other than it's great?
Well, no.
Sometimes that's enough.
I was
right?
gonna sort of segue into the next one by
Bro,
saying,
I don't want to ruin it. That's what I'm saying. Like, leave some of the mystique there. Just go listen to it. Like, that's
I mean,
the
it's a
point.
classic. You can't
It
really.
is.
Classic
Brian's
harmonies.
falsetto. Yeah.
But I will say, so track 2, "Catch a Wave." This one I think is a perfect song, and I like it more than the Surfer Girl.
What? Shut your mouth.
Although
Yeah.
I have no problem with Surfer Girl, but this song is like high level advanced surf rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's got like the same format, but the way the opposing vocals work, with Mike doing the top notch surfer boy, and then Mark, and then Brian with the
The secret Beach Boy, Mark.
Right.
yeah. Not David Marks. Mark, Anyway, the low and the high, and then like in between. I don't know. It's a more complicated arrangement, and I think catchier than some of those early surf songs. And I don't know. I knew I liked this song going into it, but just listening to this album in preparation for this episode really got me on board with like, damn, this is a really good song.
It's a very sophisticated production.
Yes.
It just sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the part overall of this album is that it feels, it does not feel like it's only been 3 months. It feels like we've been leaping and bounding.
Definite leap here, I think. And this is one of the ones with Harp by Maureen Love. And, this is such a good song that Jan and Dean took it, basically. Roger Christian wrote them alternate lyrics for this song called Sidewalk Surfing. And it's about skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's literally just this song, but about sidewalk surfing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't heard that in forever. I kind of forgotten about it, but yeah, now I'm remembering.
It's the
really,
song.
really dumb.
They play it on the Tammy Show before they introduced the Beach Boys.
Oh,
Did,
really?
did they just use the same recording too, the
possibly.
same instrumental?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know.
I'd have to go back and check on that, but
But they were all friends. Like Brian wrote or
Surf
gave them
City,
songs and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so it's fine.
yeah, I'm shocked. Like the Rate Your Music score of these first 2 songs, Surfer Girl is just at a 4 out of 5.
No,
straight 4, which no. Catch a Wave is at a 3.6.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are fantastic songs.
Yeah.
Catch a Wave. It's just sharp. It is almost just this idealized version of their surf rock sound, in the sense that the harmonies are fantastic. There's that, as you said, that complex vocal structure, and it's just great.
And this is one of the ones that Mike Love sued over and got credit for.
Probably.
And again, I don't know the ins and outs, but I assume he's, trying to get lyrical credit.
Well, and he wants to license it to Ocean Spray or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think the lyrics are a little corny and square here,
yeah.
but I do like them. Like it's very focused, very thematic as far as like.
Well, you're a top-notch surfer boy.
Yeah, well, and they're just like they're campaigning for surfing itself. You know, like don't make fun of this coolest sport around. I don't know. It almost tells a story while also being sort of generic.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
it does. Yeah,
10
it's really
stars.
good. Nice start to this album.
Yeah.
All right, and then track 3, The Surfer Moon.
Yeah. Hey, stop.
Yeah. Glenn, I'm with you, Glenn.
I love this song.
It's
I
very
love
good.
Surfer Moon.
It is.
Yeah.
I think what gets me is this is when the strings show up.
Yeah,
There's
first use of strings.
but it's the pizzicato
Yeah,
thing is
yeah.
what it kind of immediately turns me off
I love it.
because for me
stop.
it's just like that it just has kind of a corniness to it, like
It's like when Homer Simpson goes to the land of chocolate.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
but not as good. That's actually kind of a banger, like boom, 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 boom. That's more like Mr. Sandman, and this is like I don't know, but the song itself is totally solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
great
I-
harmonies. They do this. This is one of the places where I wish we could play some of the music, because in the bridge, they do first off these great harmonies, and then there's this just weird little chord shift right at the end. And you just listeners, you need to go and check it out. Just the bridge of the Surfer Moon, right at the end, the last couple chords that they do. It's like, this guy's working on a little bit different level here. It's one of the first glimpses where it's like really deviating from that 12 bar really kind of basic chord structure thing to where there's some real sophistication there. Yeah, this is a great song. This is the one that Remy and I picked for the playlist for our catalog crawl.
Oh, cool.
We went with songs that were not ones that you hear ever on
Right.
the radio.
Yeah.
And this was an easy choice.
This one was apparently originally recorded by Bob and Sherry, and I don't know that version, but Brian still wrote it.
Yeah. Really, really good song. I like it a lot.
It's fine.
You suck. All right, now track 4.
South Bay Surfer. It's just Swanee River.
It is.
But so at first I was like, this is dumb. But I actually like it. It's fun. You can tell they're having fun. And then you got the bass like the big one or whatever kind of in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's awkward. And I think the awkwardness for me is mostly just from the
See, I like that.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like right at the beginning, it's like so aggressive sounding, and then they punctuate choruses or verses with it here and there. I don't know. It's weird.
It's inconsequential.
It's kind of inconsequential.
But I think it's fun. I like it more on like fourth listen than on the first listen.
It's not 10 Little Indians.
No, although I'm sure there's problematic origins to Swanee River, whatever that is.
Probably,
the Stephen Foster song.
Well, hey, I like. I'm reminded that Brian's playing in the studio. There's the doubled vocals here. I really like the lead vocal.
That's right.
And Brian's starting to kind of play around with that producer element. That was one of the notes that I wrote here. And shoot, I think we're 4 songs in, and they're all solid. Maybe this one starts to dip a little bit, but.
Because it's silly.
Yeah.
It is silly.
But it's not an instrumental, so
Yeah, right.
It feels like filler, but not. They still sang.
At least we're going there. Yeah.
Speaking of instrumentals,
I don't know.
Nary an instrumental until
now that I'm like hearing it in my head a little bit more. There are some things that kind of annoy me about it. I guess like some of the gang vocal nature of it, and then like the thing that they do there, and some of it, and
it's stupid, but it harkens back to the weird, stupider days of Surf and Safari.
I guess they're gonna get really stupid again, and really, really goofy, and they don't even know it. And I'm just so here for that. I can't wait for that part to come back again. And for this album, like I'm kind of like starting to want to like I want some of these songs to be a little weirder than they are, I guess.
Sure.
And this is one of those ones where it's like, this is weird. This is kind of weird, I guess. So fine.
All right. Well, the next one is an instrumental.
Yeah.
But it's written by Brian. It's not a cover. The Rockin' Surfer.
Yeah.
Or Rocking Surfer. A rare appearance of the G.
The G.
In the
I will say, I think this is better than most of the instrumentals so far.
It's catchy.
I like the melody. I like, what is that? Is that a farfisa? That organ?
Some kind of,
Likely.
Love it.
Maybe a Vox.
Yeah. His, like, the instrumentals that Brian writes to this point have been pretty good. Pretty catchy. So, like, stoked. So, yeah.
But, again, kind of inconsequential.
Yeah.
Until we get...
Another banger.
The Hot Rod Rock makes its... dang, now do I have to have a Brian Wilson or a Beach Boys Hot Rod Rock playlist now?
Maybe. So this is
pretty short, but
Little Deuce Coupe, really, really excellent song, but totally different from the other Hot Rod songs as far as feel. This is a shuffle kind of thing as opposed to more of a rocker. But
a little more in the way of harmonies. It feels like on this one.
Way more, yeah. Let's see.
Again, 3.6 on Rate Your Music. Come on, Rate Your Music.
No Al on this one. I have it in my notes. There's this weird anecdote, or it's a quote from Frank Zappa that mentions this song, and I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. Because he says something like, the Beach Boys' Little Deuce Coupe changed pop music when they went from, major 5 to a minor 2. And like talking about like the chord progression, and he's talking about specifically the do 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 do. And I don't know if he's like taking the piss by saying like, oh yeah, it's so complicated, and like you actually changed one chord in the 12-bar progression, or if he's legitimately like, oh, that's interesting, because he was a big doo-wop guy. So anyway. This is allegedly
also was a big jackass, so
yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but there's this like connection in my head between Zappa and this song specifically. I kind of associate the two weirdly now, and who knows? Who knows what he meant?
Zappa's weird to me. Few people have ever wasted that kind of talent on such.
Hey, easy. He's listening, Frank. If you're
He's
listening,
dead.
Oh,
yeah. I love Freak Out.
All his children are listening.
Freak Out is great.
Yeah,
but I don't particularly love.
Yeah, this is a
like,
whole other
hot
conversation.
This is talking about Frank
freaking out on the highway.
But Little Deuce Coupe.
But yeah, Deuce Coupe is a good song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah,
it's about a hot rod, 32 something.
Trouble Every Day is also a very good song. But anyway, yeah.
Hey, here's they're playing with the formula. Last time we
are they fucking with the formula?
Well, they started with Surfin' USA and they ended side A with Shutdown. Now they started this side A with Surfer Girl, ended it with Little Deuce Coupe.
Interesting. Yeah, every single song on this side is about surfing except this one.
Mm-hmm.
This wraps it up.
Or is surfing in the title or whatever, yeah, or catch wave.
They've been talking about like the 60th anniversary on the Beach Boys social media stuff. I don't know that means that there's like a new press of this album. I don't know. Did either of you guys like alternate and listen between the mono and stereo versions?
I did, yeah.
What did you think of the stereo mix in this one?
Well, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know, like whatever version's on Spotify specifically, and it came out as a CD at one point, the mono and stereo sort of double thing. I actually really liked the stereo mix.
I did too. Yeah, I almost thought about just going and buying that on vinyl specifically, just to have that stereo mix of it, because it does it almost is like you feel a little bit more of the production elements of it.
I mean, because there's so many layers.
Yeah. It's like you get some more nuance, perhaps,
right.
with the stereo mix. And, of course, the record that I've got here is just a old mono version. And it sounds great, too. But, yeah, I did like that stereo mix of it.
Yeah, that was good.
And it is one of the handful that you can actually buy right now. Where like there's a good, clean copy. But anyway, so I was talking about all the 60th anniversary stuff that they've been posting, because apparently that just happened, like, this week. 16th September 1963.
Cool.
And they refer to it as like a concept album. I want to say somewhere on one of the things that was like an inadvertent concept album. Right. I just wrote all these songs, and all we really knew was surfing and all that. But I mean, you can kind of make that argument. I mean,
yeah.
And they're all, California lifestyle,
That's what it feels like.
It's a little weird.
Inadvertent,
like,
but it feels
they
like
all kind of are that. But anyway, this is another, Deuce Coupe specifically is another Roger Christian penned lyrics.
Lots
song.
of very specific.
This is a solid side of music.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you're talking, 13 or so minutes, and other than, South Bay Surfer's goofy and dumb, but it's still fine.
Yeah.
But this is good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Definitely. I'm happy with side A for sure.
Halfway through this record,
I endorse it.
This is good. Now we're gonna take a break while we flip the record over. Is that okay, Tim?
Yeah. In this case, yes, it is, because there needs to be that breaking point between sides.
Okay. Thank you for your permission.
I'm going to take a nap this time.
We'll be back in a few hours. Yeah. All right.
And we're back from our nap. I feel so much more energized now.
Come on, guys. Let's just start taking this a little bit more seriously.
All right, well, did you flip the record, Matt? Because I didn't want to get up.
I forgot to. Here.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, God, we got to take another break.
All right.
Okay, now here we go.
I will say...
How about all of you who are listening and, put in the comments. Tell us what you think about our royalty-free music breaks.
Oh, hey. Royalty-free music.
I'm now, wondering if I just did a dumb thing by inviting YouTube comments.
No,
Usually
don't
that's
comment.
more or less the worst of humanity. Yeah. Hey, should I read the little bio on the back of this one? We did this on the last record. I've never read this one, I don't think, so I'm going to read it.
Is Mike a fine vocalist?
Well, let's find out. Surfer Girl, The Beach Boys. Here's a new album by the nation's favorite surfing group. Oh, they are no longer the number one surfing group in the country, apparently. They're just now the favorite.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, here we go. Here's a new album by the nation's favorite surfing group, and it includes their newest hit, Surfer Girl. Sorry.
Surfing Bird?
I have now lost all credibility. It's a new kind of song for the Beach Boys. All the things you've heard until now have had that great rock and surfer beat. the style that made these fabulous young performers just about the biggest thing in the country.
Just about.
Surfer Girl is entirely different. It's a wonderful ballad, and if you haven't already heard the guys do it, you have a treat in store for you. This song is fast becoming the romantic ballad of the day, and it's making thousands of new friends for the boys. And for the old friends of the Beach Boys, there's plenty of that good old surfing beat too. Wow. Plus their wonderful tribute to the four freshmen sung in their style, Your Summer Dream. Oh. As you already know, they're fabulous. All the way. Capitol wishes to express its special thanks to Beach Boy Brian Wilson for producing what we consider to be the finest Beach Boys album yet.
Finest in a good way, though.
Yeah.
Not just like, it's the finest, I guess.
He's a fine vocalist.
Yeah. Hey, I don't disagree with really much about that.
Yeah. Are there any... Is that it?
That's it. Yeah,
Are there
there's
any
no bio.
asterisks or anything?
Nope, there's no surfer terminology defined for us.
Huh. No definition of a ho daddy?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, well, decent blurb. What about the other side of that?
It sounds like it's time for an episode of Sound and Vision.
Oh, my God.
All right, a Sound and Vision, where we discuss all things aesthetic using the David Bowie scale. If we really, really like something, we give it the label of
low.
David Bowie's masterpiece. And if we don't like it, well, Tim, that is
Never Let Me Down.
In which David Bowie definitely let us down. If we're okay with it, we're like, yeah, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It exists. Let's dance. Mm-hmm. David Bowie's okayest album. Despite having some bangers up front. We talked about this already. Modern Love is fucking great. Even though it's a little problematic, China Girls, is pretty damn good.
Are we talking David Bowie?
Let's Dance. The song, it's all right. I mean, it's Modern Love, though.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Anyway,
that's low.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So this album cover.
Oh, yeah. Album cover.
The beach.
We got these boys.
Yeah.
Just neighborhood boys,
They're
but
on the beach.
They took a little day trip to the beach. They're back in the Pendletons, Glenn.
Yep.
They are back in the Pendletons. In fact, they're wearing the Pendletons with the fun jeans.
Oh, fun jeans.
Yellow surfboard.
And this is from that same...
Or maybe it's just yellowing. I don't know.
Well, it's
this
the
is
same...
a pretty old copy of the album.
It's the same photo shoot as Surf and Safari. It's the same surfboard that was in there.
I feel kind of ripped off,
actually. Hey, they're barefooted like Paul McCartney.
I like this cover better.
Wait, is he dead?
That's right. They're all crossing the street.
There's a really weird outline around Dennis.
What?
As if he is not really on the beach.
What? Really?
I feel like I need to pass this around. I don't know. Because I'm holding the actual LP. You guys are over there on your phones.
I know.
But I don't know if I don't want to throw it.
Interesting.
We're in the studio here.
Okay, hold on.
Tim is up and moving.
Hey,
he's moving. He's mobile.
While Tim's on the move, I'm just gonna go with it, and I'm telling you right now, this is a low. We have the Pendletons. I'm stoked with it. It's got my Beach Boys on it. I'm a little concerned that it says Surfer Girl. There's no girl in sight. But,
Yeah.
I like the color. I like we got the song list, although the song list is not in order.
Look at the feet. Am I right over there, Tim? Yeah. Right? It looks like somebody took an X-Acto knife of a picture of them, maybe.
Well, and it's also David Marks' foot. Also, there's like a weird highlight around the edge of some of it, but
I think that's a printing
that could just be
issue.
a printing.
We
thing.
need some answers. Hey, Al Jardine, you're
Al,
not in
know.
the picture, but maybe you took the picture.
Yeah,
because apparently you're back in the picture now.
Yeah,
metaphorically, of course.
Let
us know when you call us, Al. Let me know.
Matt, stop.
let us be your bodyguard. Wait,
we need a segment called "You Can Call Me Al," in which we say, "Hey Al, we got some questions. Anytime you can call us and give us the answer."
Can we do
time
an
for an episode of You Can Call Me Al.
Inside of an episode of Sound and Vision.
No.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Can we just do a whole episode that's nothing but
segments?
Segments and breaks?
Set pieces.
Yeah.
Lots of breaks, lots of set.
Anyway.
All right, so now we are inside of an episode of You Can Call Me Al. Al, let us know what the deal is.
When you were taking this photograph for the cover of Surfer Girl,
You came all the way back from dental school.
Yep.
Why is Dennis's foot glowing?
Was Dennis really dead? And this was just the way of Brian's way of letting us know.
Is Dennis really Paul McCartney? All right.
Is he fading like Back to the Future?
Oh, yeah, that could be the case. So anyway, Al, let us know.
Yeah,
all
let
right.
us know. Thank you.
Any other questions for You Can Call Me Al right now?
No.
Great episode of You Can Call Me Al.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are back into our
Not
episode.
insurrect, incept.
Yes, now we're back into our episode of
Surfer
Sound
Girl.
and Vision.
Sound and
Okay,
Vision, right.
okay.
I give it a low. I like the Pendletons. I like the boys holding the beach.
They're holding a beach.
They're on the beach. They're holding the surfboard. This feels like an iconic. You can't take this off. You can't take this photo and put surf capital gives you surf hits of the day.
Right.
This is
Specific.
It's specific.
I do like this cover more than the Surf and Safari cover because they're not like sitting on a car for some reason.
Yeah.
They're like in the surf with the surfboard. The only thing the only bad thing I guess is that Al isn't there because this is just an old photo from that session.
Yeah, that kind of strikes me as a little lazy.
It is a little lazy. It is a lot more iconic. I don't know if I can't give it a low.
Yeah, I don't know
But
that I
a
can
strong Let's Dance.
either. Yeah, I do like the blue green color scheme. I like that. It's always been a nice color scheme.
Yeah.
And I like the picture. I like the fun jeans. I love the Pendletons. I don't like that weird balding guy who's in there, but other than that, the
some
boys
crazed fan.
Yeah, but I'm a little disturbed by this whole revelation that the X-Acto knife picture, that maybe this isn't really an authentic picture. I don't know. I want to believe.
We'll have to check in with Q.
I was just going to say, we are now perhaps, I don't know. I don't want to become one of those conspiracy theory podcasts, but there's something going on here. Al, let us.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't want to open up
That-
another episode
no.
and call me Al, but
Incept anymore.
yeah. So anyway,
Solid episode of.
hold on.
What?
Did we actually rate it?
Yeah, I mean, he gave it a
I
low.
gave
I
it
gave
a
it
low.
a strong Let's Dance.
Yeah, I'm going to go Let's Dance. I wish I could say low on it, but yeah, it's a Let's Dance. All right. Good episode.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Now we
Track
have flipped the side. We are on the B side.
It's time for some bangers. Come on.
Hey,
Right?
Yeah, we need to get the blood pumping. No, I will say, I don't know if when I pull my record out of the sleeve,
What are you saying?
I don't always pay close attention when I just want to get some music on.
Oh, okay.
I'll throw. Sometimes I'll start with the B side. Sometimes I'll start with the A side. And this
Barbarian.
this album does not let me down because the B side track 1 is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful. In my room,
Stunning.
Surfer Girl are parallel.
They're very
track ones
they're very
for me.
parallel. Yeah. They start each side with the ballad kind
Right.
of thing. I like this song better than Surfer Girl, but it's the very, very similar vibe.
Yeah.
I like the introspection of
Right.
it. It really feels like it's Brian.
Yeah, totally.
And
is.
it has that harp as well too.
That's right. Interesting thing here, though, is that this was a Gary Usher collab, the Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Not singing about cars, though. And apparently, according to the scholars at Wikipedia, after he and Brian wrote this song, they stayed up late in his room to write it or whatever, the garage, wherever it was. And Murray kept being like, get the hell out of here, Gary, it's late, go home. But then after the song was done, apparently Murray said to Gary, not bad, Usher, not bad. And Usher says that was the nicest thing that Murray ever said.
Well,
because Murray was not a nice guy.
to anybody.
Nice guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Did he then hit?
Hey, I think I know what you're about to say. It sounds like it's time for an episode of Heroes and Villains.
What?
Heroes and Villains, where we discuss the heroes and the villains of whatever it is we are covering this week. And Tim, you sounded like you kind of had a thought here. We got to start with the heroes, though, right?
Of course,
we start with the good guys.
And I think, Brian's always the hero, but in this case, Gary Usher is very much a hero.
Oh, Gary's already been a hero.
He's already been a hero. Yeah, he's got a good track record for heroism.
Mm-hmm. He might be another hero here because he is allowing Brian to step away from the formula. We're not just hot rods surfing and girls.
Yeah.
We're in the room now. We're being thoughtful.
Right.
I think that Gary is good at tapping into, hey, what do you need? And I feel like he's reaching into Brian's soul and kind of pulling some of those things out here.
Yeah.
And so give Gary.
Yeah.
Hero.
Good job.
Or do we give the hero to Murray for recognizing Gary's and saying
and just as is always the case, Brian is clearly a hero here.
Yes,
I mean,
clearly,
we've already talked about
clearly,
these really, really nice arrangements and production that he's bringing. Obviously, he's a hero, right? But Gary, way to help expand the range of these neighborhood
expand
boys.
the formula, beyond the formula, outside the box.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, the postscript to your story about Murray saying not bad, Gary, is after that he hit Gary Usher in the side of the head with a board.
Probably.
So
Murray's
our villain is
it's always Murray.
It's Murray.
Well, he's one of our constant villains.
Murray's
I'd
the
say.
villain. Yeah.
I mean, if it were up to him, then he would have sent Gary home and sent Brian to bed.
We
and
would
the song
never have
maybe never
had-
gotten finished.
We would have never had In My Room if Murray had run ramshot over this, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Any other villains?
Mike Love. Yeah.
Come on, right? I mean, the guy's probably just sitting there grinding his teeth while they're recording these ballads. Like, he's fucking with the formula.
He's trying to do
People
his
aren't
little
going to
dance.
buy this. I can't dance to this like an idiot.
He's like,
Oh,
real
he's
slow.
so mad about the ballads taking center stage. Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna be real here with y'all. Apparently, I've heard this in a couple of different places now. We're talking now 2023. Mike Love still tours as the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Him and his gang of mutant chuds or whatever.
Yeah.
He's apparently taken to introducing this song in the last year or so in concert as saying, well, I don't know if we can really get away with calling a song Surfer Girl because that's, all them wokesters
It's
out there.
gender specific. Is what he's been saying.
Yeah. So fuck you, Mike Love.
Wow.
Seriously,
That's
fuck
right.
you. And anybody who hears that and is like, yeah, Mike, owning the libs, man. No, we're not triggered. We're just fucking decent people.
Right.
All right? So fuck you, Mike Love. Fuck you.
For even pretending to be the Beach Boys at this point, and then also transphobic. Anyway.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
great episode.
Great
episode.
episode.
Great
Yep.
episode
Yes.
of Heroes and Villains.
Solid,
All right.
solid. In My Room is wonderful.
It's so good.
Great song. Hawaii? Track 2? Back to the formula?
So I thought, this is one that I honestly thought I just hated as a song in general, but I actually just hate that chorus.
Yeah.
I actually like the verse.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
grating. It's
I mean, it's Brian displaying some vocal range, but it's not necessarily in the service of a great melody or song, really. Yeah.
right. This is another lawsuit song.
Of course it is.
Oh, and on this one, Hal Blaine is credited for playing timbale, which I can't even hear.
Okay.
One real quick thing. Oh God, what are they called? That I discovered in the wiki is that a Swedish group, right? ABBA is from Sweden, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So a Swedish group called the Hep Stars, featuring Benny Andersson is in this band. They basically did all covers of like this era of music, and one of them is Hawaii.
Okay.
And if you look up a picture of them, like they're trying so hard to look like the Beach Boys, except they're not on a beach. They're wearing like sweaters and shit. Like they're in Sweden.
Okay.
But yeah. By the time this airs, I will have memed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Speaking of memes. Oh, wait. There's one in between. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Guys, it's a genuine fact that
Yes.
surfers rule.
It is.
But it's also a genuine fact that what the hell's with their punctuation here?
Oh God!
Right?
There's an apostrophe on the
Surfers
album itself.
apostrophe rule.
Well, wait, is it?
Wait.
It's on the cover.
Where's the apostrophe?
No,
Glenn?
it's surfer apostrophe S.
Which is still wrong.
That's not correct, right?
Yeah.
No. This is
Is this the rule that the surfers have?
Yes,
No,
that's-
it's a genuine fact that surfers.
rule.
right, but it's like
As a
the
verb.
but instead of the golden rule, the surfers have a rule.
No, he's saying it's a genuine fact
Right.
that surfers rule, as in like surfers are awesome.
Yeah.
Right, no,
So-
it's the double meaning. They're trying to be cheeky here.
think so.
They're talking about
It's
yes,
just dumb. It's
No, no.
Mike Love's fault. That
No.
transphobic piece
Yep.
of shit.
the surfers rule is that surfers rule.
You know what?
No.
Yes,
it's a
that's what it's
genuine
supposed to be.
fact that surfers rule.
It's dumb, but that's what it's
No.
supposed to be.
Well, no. Listen.
No, it's
so
not.
Mike Love does share writing credit on this one, and so I think we can give him
his
credit.
his only thing that he contributed was the fucking
like,
apostrophe. He's
"Add
like,
that apostrophe,
hey guys,
Brian."
this isn't proper grammar. You need to have an apostrophe there. And Brian's like, no, you don't. And Mike's like, yeah, you do. And Brian's like, fuck you. I'm
Brian's
gonna
like,
go
I-
write pet sounds while you argue about this shit. You
Brian couldn't
dumbass."
even tell what it said because of the light shining off of Mike Love's
Mike's forehead.
his upper forehead there.
Fucking chrome dome.
Anyway, aside from grammar, I love this song.
no.
It's because it's another throwback. It's weird and dorky
It's
as fuck,
dumb.
and it's a Dennis vocal, which you can barely tell. But then at the end of the phrases, he kind of holds the notes out, and you can hear a little bit of his rasp as his notes sort of start to conclude.
It's a genuine fact that Mike Love sucks.
Yes.
But this song it's whatever. It's fine.
No,
I love it. It's good.
Another strange obsession rears its head. We got the Ho Daddy
More Ho
comes
Daddies?
back
Yeah.
here. There are Ho Daddies in Surfers Rule. What is it? I don't understand their strange obsession with this whole like, yeah, we're surfers and we got to get up against like the posers or like we're identifying with those cool kids who burned the Surfers Rule into the football field.
Yeah.
It's just
If anything,
kind of,
they're Ho Daddies.
Yeah.
They're
Right?
The Beach
They're,
Boys.
they're
Right,
like
that's
the
the
Ho
weird-
Daddies. Yeah.
okay.
All right. Hey, I unapologetically have come to fucking love our car club. Right now, I more or less live for car club memes.
That's right. Some of those will be posted too by the time this airs, for sure.
It's so stupid,
Yeah, it's dorky. It's square.
but I love it.
They're gonna find. I don't know how you find one, but they're gonna find the roughest, toughest initiation they can, or whatever the line is. Yeah,
It makes no sense at all.
that means they're gonna jump
I
in.
initially thought it was like we're gonna find the roughest and the toughest initiation week can find. Like there was gonna be like this week where they were gonna really intensely, weed out all of the Ho Daddies from joining the club. But no, it's initiation we can find.
It's like,
and it just doesn't make any sense.
well, they're gonna jump the new members in by, I guess, beating them up, but obviously not because they're fucking dorks.
yeah.
yeah. So what's this initiation even gonna be?
But my favorite line in the whole thing is, and wipe out the other clubs. they're like going scorched earth on the other clubs. They're gonna fucking just kill them. And then it just has that great little drum beat just to punctuate the end of we're gonna wipe them out. And here's the little dorky little tom roll. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I love this song. It's so dumb.
See, I mean,
I love it.
It sounds like you love it for similar reasons as to why I love Surfers Rule.
Yeah, but this is a much better song. Come on,
Shit.
much better. And it has some saxophone
Yeah,
that
I was
is
gonna
not
say-
being played by Mike Love.
I was gonna
because
say,
it
that's
has more than
hilarious.
2 notes.
Do all songs have saxophone in them? Is the saxophone
No.
a marker?
I don't
of
think
the
Little
fu-
Deuce
the-
Scoop
No,
does.
Deuce Scoop
car-
doesn't.
But you're right. That Shutdown is another one that
Shutdown.
does. But that's the 2-note special for Mike Love. But
Actual
Matt's
sax
right
playing.
in that. Yeah, this is a studio person playing the sax here,
Well-
which is hilarious because that's like I
Yeah.
guess Mike's thing. Kinda.
His only thing is
Yeah.
the saxophone. I didn't know that for sure. I was like, I noted, hey, better saxophone playing here because it's more than just 2 notes. Good job, Mike, but it's not even Mike.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Play more than 2 notes.
Oh, this is backtracking, but just real quick, I forgot a couple factoids about In My Room. I know.
We're talking about a much superior song right now.
I know. Well, I don't know, yeah, we're done talking about Car Club, right?
I love it.
Okay,
Fucking
it's
love
good.
It.
It's good. I love it too. So In My Room, they recorded a German version, German language.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because Mike Love had a German girlfriend at some point, and she wrote the translation. She wrote the lyrics.
Okay.
So that's weird. Factoid number 2: if you Google without using the words Beach Boys, if you just Google "In My Room" lyrics, an Insane Clown Posse song comes up.
Nice.
I'll just leave it at that.
There it is.
Look
Good.
it up at your own risk.
Wow.
Wow.
Good times. Time for some dreaming. I need a nap.
Mike Love is
Oh.
like a fucking. Anyway.
I just keep forgetting shit. Back to Surfer's Rule. There's that "Walk Like a Man" reference at the end. The 4 seasons. I love that part too. Anyway, yeah. It's clever. They work it in.
All right, good.
All right.
Summer Dream.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's your summer dream.
it is.
Another ballad.
Yeah.
Who's Bob Norman?
Norberg. Yeah, that's Bob and Sherry, the guy from that group.
Ah,
Yeah, I think. I was gonna say that I feel like every one of these albums has one song that I just can't it doesn't stick in my head, and that's this one for me. It's not bad, but I don't remember what it even sounds like.
There's a lot of fans that really, really love this song
Yeah.
and put it up there almost on like that level of Surfer Girl and In My Room with the ballads, but it's fine.
So this is a 4 Freshmen kind of reference, or what was that?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I think I don't have the cover anymore. I think Glenn has it, but
I mean, it just said like a tribute or something.
yeah, it's a tribute sung in their style. Right.
Alright.
it's good. I don't think it's fantastic, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's dance
They should have ended the album here.
on Car Club.
I mean, are you? I mean, don't you like Woodies? Speaking of Woodies, this next song is called Boogie Woody.
yeah.
It's a clever play on words.
No, it is not.
Yeah, this is the only thing I like about this one is it sounds just like the song that plays in Ghostbusters after they get their first call and they're rushing to get all their stuff on. So yeah,
It's not surfy. It's just,
it's like honky tonk. It's very. That's very strange.
Hey guys, we need 12 songs. All right,
yeah.
well, let's record this. We got 5 minutes literally left, so I'm gonna just
Yeah.
It's totally inconsequential.
Right.
I'm surprised that I even remember how it goes. Yeah.
So side 2 not as strong as side 1, but still
It has Our Car Club.
true. And In My Room,
And
but it also has Hawaii. And Your Summer Dream and Boogie Woody.
Is Brian playing the piano on Boogie Woody?
I would think so.
He's playing that Boogie Woogie
I
piano.
mean, he's credited with piano on the album, and I don't see on Rate Your Music at least anybody else being credited with playing any piano.
There you go.
So your answer is yes.
Well,
but hey,
all I know-
Al, let us know.
Let us know, Al. All I know is that Boogie Woody was another one of those songs that they play live, and
They do?
Is it?
probably.
Oh,
okay.
no.
It's-
I guarantee that was just seriously
No,
in
no,
the
no.
studio. We're fucking
No.
around. We got another
I'll
15
bet you it's
minutes of studio time.
I'll bet you it's
Knock
one
this
of those.
fucker out.
No, and here's why. I'll bet you it's one of those songs that they play live, and I guarantee you that Mike Love introduces it so he can say the word Woody one more time and to hear the
Maybe,
girls
and then
sing.
so he dances around.
Yeah,
you know,
so he
with
could
the-
dance,
yeah.
and then he does his little hand jive.
Yeah,
Fucking
I can see it.
All right, hey, we have to rate this one.
Yeah.
So let's do that and then take our last break.
Yeah.
'Cause we're kind of getting up there
On
towards
the
our
scale,
hour limit.
on the scale of Mike Love to Brian Wilson, this one's definitely higher for me.
Oh, yeah.
This is better than the first two. This is the best album the Beach Boys have put out so far. I love that I can drop down the first track of either the A side or the B side, and I'm happy. This is You Can Call Me Al. Al Jardine.
Yeah.
Congrats. Thank you for your contributions. This is an Al Jardine for me.
Yeah. He's easily at least an Al for me. And it's a strong Al.
Yeah.
Strong Al.
Yeah.
I mean, since I gave
Al with a football helmet on. That's how strong this Al
slightly
is.
taller. Oh, and more resilient. Yeah.
More resilient. Yeah.
Since I gave the last 2 Als, I have to give this one a Carl.
Oh, see?
So my
Okay.
scale is a little different,
Little
I think,
skewed,
from you
yeah.
guys. But I think, I mean, trust me, I'm not gonna get to Brian too early. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is a Carl. There's still a little bit of headroom there. But yeah, better than the previous 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very solid album. I think I said even in our catalog crawl, like on a generous day, I would maybe agree with somebody who said this is their first really, really excellent album.
Yeah.
It's very good and maybe excellent. Car Club. So good.
Boogie Woody.
Yeah, no. There are a few definite fillers. For me, there's probably 3 or 4 songs that are totally unnecessary. But
there's enough weird here too.
But what's good here is very, very
yeah. In My Room, Surfer Girl,
Catch a Wave,
Catch a Wave, Surfer Moon,
Car Club,
no.
Car Club,
no,
Surfer's Rule,
no,
South Bay Surfer, Boogie Woody. Anyway.
So long. All right, hey, we're gonna take one more break and we'll come back to wrap it all up. Back from our break. What did you guys do during break?
During this latest break we just took?
Yeah.
Well, I went to Disneyland for 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get to ride the new Star Wars rides?
Yeah. I did. I actually crashed the Millennium Falcon, and it's not there anymore. It's just a smoldering pile of wreckage.
Shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining that.
I mean, it's a pretty productive break.
Were
So.
there any Disney girls there?
Disney girls.
No,
they all got scared away by the crash.
The smoke.
My reckless flying.
Hey, go check out our punctuation memes on Talking Beach Boys on the Instagram. Yep, you will find
music.
Yep, pictures of ABBA apparently.
The HEP. Stars, I believe. Yes.
Lots of good content out there.
Car Club memes.
Car Club memes will be abundant on Talking Beach Boys.
I love all those apostrophe memes you've been putting out there. Those are good, Tim.
Yeah.
I like them. Yeah. Smash that fucking subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
A&W.
how we go on the Beach Boys cruise.
Thank you, A&W, for your sponsorship. We appreciate you.
You've been drinking that root beer for a long time.
That thing.
It's a bottomless root beer over here.
All right. Hey, before our music runs out, we really probably should go. So, for Strange Currencies podcast. Oh, wait a minute. For Talking Down the Highway.
That's right. Get it right.
Sorry, Freudian slip there. For Talking Down the Highway, I'm Matt.
I'm Glenn.
I'm Tim, and I'm offended.
Later.